living joke!
Hello everyone, my name is Cameron Cowan. Welcome to The Living Joke. I want to highlight this one because this is episode 50. We'll talk about it with the guys here in a second. But we have a new intro today that we've been sitting on for a while. There's game footage from all of us. I taped literally a solo TFO and STO just to make this intro. And I was very proud we'll use one of the times when I can use time to make the ship jump. It's fun. Anyway, so I want to remind everyone to follow us on social media, TLJ_joke. And that's on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook is going to be the place to go for that. And then for extra VODs, videos, all this type of thing, you want to be on our Substack, thelivingjoke.substack.com. And if you subscribe for the monthly $8, you get to be an inside joker and hang out with us on Discord and subscriber-only streams and fun stuff like that. That is now all a part of the mix here on episode 50. So, with all that being said, let me get the guys. There we are. Hello.
Hello. Hello, guys.
Hi. Oh my goodness. So, episode 50. Here we are.
Woohoo!
I know.
Thank you for being here.
I know.
We made it.
I know. Ever think we'd make it this far?
Yeah.
Good.
I believe the entire time.
Good. So, well, let's break right into the icebreaker segment. And I will admit that I have already watched this clean through. But I was excited for this because I know that it involves what I think at this point can be considered a national treasure at this point. And that is a new movie trailer for honestly one of the most surprising but popular franchises I think ever, just in general and in life. And so let me change this graphic real quick because it's still from last week. And when I change the graphic, it'll give you a clue as to what we're about to watch. Here we go.
Ooh, Shrek. Shrek 5.
Once upon a time,
It's about time.
and the delusional donkey embarked on a journey to the magical city of further away.
Oh my God, it's happening. It's really happening. Do you know what that means? I need a makeover. Get my arms yoked and my back jacked, my ass added, maybe even tighten up my badonkadonk.
No, definitely not.
So what you're saying is Shrek and Donkey off on another? No, don't say it.
Ugh. Why'd they change the art style?
Donkey, big city.
Digitization,
Oh.
I'm assuming.
Look at that gummy ass.
Wanna date a snowman?
Speed up, Shrek.
You really can't help yourself, can you?
Hell to the no, I can't. Shrek and Donkey, two stalwart friends off on another whirlwind big city adventure. Oh, this is bad. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Donkey!
I mean, the kid, like, I could see Zendaya was in it without even seeing the title card. She looks just as beautiful as she always does. But fucking the weird curly hair like fro thing that like kids are wearing nowadays, I think is like the fucking dumbest ass haircut ever. Not saying my haircut's superior and everybody has their trends, but I'm like, it just looks fucking stupid. You look like a fucking dumb baby, and that's what Shrek's like 16-year-old son looks like. Like a dumb baby.
I'll admit that the curly broccoli top thing, not that many hairstyles of young men of my generation were that much better, because, you know, Justin Bieber and the whole everything must be straight and side forward thing, but It's yeah, the broccoli top thing. It looks so stupid. Like it just looks so stupid. It's it'll be
But
a
it's to get the kids.
yes. I'm looking forward to it in a decade of it being a regrettable hairstyle that Gen Zers find cringy. It's like you feel bad and you should. Like, like it's
This
yes.
looks like it could
So
be good though.
I think it's fun. You know, the little rats with the little flashers on the cup. That's cute. You know, sort of thing. But yeah, and the Disney joke from the Frozen joke is top tier. That's top shelf.
You want to
So.
date a snowman?
So yeah, I found that and immediately I ran to the production document. I ran, not walked. I'm like, I know how we're opening the show on Wednesday now. So
It's all ogre now, gentlemen.
it's all ogre now. It always was ogre. So yeah, so thoughts on Shrek 5? I guess final thoughts on Shrek
It
5?
looks fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Connor,
willing to
what
give
is
it a
that
watch.
sludge? What is that sludge you're drinking? Are you drinking sludge again?
Yeah, it's coffee. No, it's fresh.
Oh, I was gonna say, when was that coffee brewed? Like,
Maybe
It was fresh
20 minutes ago.
yesterday.
ooh, that is nice and fresh for you. So, um, okay, well, yes. So I thought that was exciting, and I was kind of like, I know exactly what we're gonna do,
Which
for Wednesday. So
what's the best? What's your favorite Shrek movie?
2.
2.
Yeah, very. It's the only one where I like the second of it better more than the first.
I liked 2
It's,
when it came out. The OG still has it for me.
yeah, I mean, you can't ever replace the original, right?
And
So
Lord Farquaad.
yes, and the evil Lord Farquaad. Yes, yeah. No, I
If
love
we can
Shrek
get a
for
hold
two
of a
reasons.
horse,
Yeah,
make
that'd
a
be an
pretty
amazing.
funny YouTube clip, brother.
um,
Yeah, I'm looking.
but
I'll look
yeah.
into renting one. Maybe we can go for a photo shoot. You get a little Rachel Zegler Snow White wig.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That would be very funny. That'd be a very entertaining bit of social media content, considering that we don't really ever post pictures of all of ourselves on like Instagram or anything. That would be funny.
You gotta come. You gotta come here to get the goods.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or one of our new hilarious thumbnails I've been making in Perplexity. Those are entertaining. So it's yeah, I still enjoy the one from like 3 weeks ago when Connor was here and we had the connections issues and like everything disconnected right in the middle of the show, and I put that in the description and the for the thumbnail, and it is a great little just a little AI version of Connor looking all pixelated and everything. It was hilarious. So Shrek 5 is coming next year, and it looks like it's well coming along. They have a year to go, and it looks pretty well developed on that front. So yeah, so I thought we'd start there today. So yeah,
It's hot.
I know.
Thanks.
It's just so good. So if we blend ourselves right into segment 1, welcome to segment 1. Um so segment 1 started as a fun discussion Will and I started having on the couch the other night, where ideas for this show frequently begin. And and it's just kind of it's not like, not to get into like politics and economics because that's hard. And this is not that show, but our modern economy with some of the like odd ways that people make money, it is just a bit shocking. So there are, as we know, kids, like, and I'm talking small children who do toy reviews on YouTube that are already making millions. They'll never have to work a day in their life if they don't want to. you also have nobodies from nowhere that go viral on TikTok and then all of a sudden rich and fame pours from the heavens. We remember the very demure girl, she's trans, Hawktois girl,
Mm.
all these types of things. You know, you say a funny phrase on the internet. Will and I were watching yesterday about the Kool-Aid pineapple in Florida, and some kid said something funny, now he's famous, all this sort of thing. Um, and as people who actually have done something with our lives, who actually have like gotten certifications and degrees and gone to programs and all this type of thing, um, it's a little. I wouldn't say I'm jealous or envious because I respect anybody who gets a bag. I do. I don't care how you made it. Thank God you have it. Um, but it is a little bit disconcerting. I will say of myself, just me. For me, it's very. I'll let Will speak for himself. For me, it's very disconcerting to be an educated, trained professional. All this type of thing. Works very hard. Does a lot. Has been very stressed throughout my life in building businesses and creating everything that I have done. And for the monetization around that to be very difficult in the job hunt right now, because I'm selling the Cameron Journal and blah blah blah. In the job hunt right now, all this type of thing, and and literally it's like you're looking for a job, finding someone who will pay you some money to do something, and there's somebody going on viral TikTok tomorrow through no effort, willpower, anything of their own, by accident of fate, is going to be rich and famous. At least for their 15 minutes. And that's just, I'm not going to say it's unfair because the planet's unfair and nothing is fair. I just think it's a little fucked up that we've created an economy where really great people who do really great stuff, like Will saves people's lives, people, all this type of thing, are never compensated the way they should be. Jobs are hard to find, all this type of thing. We live in a backwards ass economy. And I'm not going to get into the technicals behind it because that's not this show and want to keep this light and fun. But it's just backwards. People are in their cars, commuting, driving home, coming from work, all this type of thing right now, who are in the same boat. So, Will, you're going to want to talk in this first. I'm going to open it to the floor and just be like, I had this feeling, we had this thought, I wanted to bring it up for discussion. It's the most serious thing we'll do today, then we'll get back to the fun stuff. But I just want to be like, the economy's a little screwed up. That's this current state of affairs. Open the floor.
Yeah. Um, I think it's kind of fucked up that like there's all the legalities and gray areas and sort of negative aspects you could look at that like children reviewing toys type of content or whatever. I think it's pretty like it's fucked up when you can't find a job or are struggling to find a job and there is some shitty little kid that their parents just have like enough money to buy them something, right? They review it on YouTube and suddenly millions of people start watching it, like corporate interests, marketing teams, uh ne'er-do-wells, um
Lots of those.
and other kids will be watching it and being like, oh yeah, get me this, and it sells more and it drives the economy and whatnot. But there are people out there who are trying to like make a real honest living, and it's real hard to get up in the morning and like think about like I have to go do this shitty fucking job that I don't want to do, and your shitty little kid is sitting in your living room making like millions off product endorsements and shit.
Yeah.
I am a licensed paramedic. My It's not really my passion. I'm not doing medical anymore, so I'm not saying like I'm excluded from any sort of. I'm excluding myself from an occupation, but my real kind of forte is actually in administrative assistance, and jobs are like 15, 17 bucks an hour, or you're looking at they want like somebody who's at like C-suite level right out of the gate. And it's like I got 10 years of experience and I still can't get a fucking job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think also, this is going to tie in to segment 2. Actually, one of the most disgusting things going on right now is Pokemon card scalpers.
Oh yeah, that's out of control.
Yeah, they are. I think they are probably not all of them, because there's people who do a legitimate business. I'm talking about the ones that are like at the Target or the Walmart, like flooding around the section, waiting for it to be stocked, like sweating, like waiting to just snatch it up like a greedy little fucking demon, because you just want to make off with all these like products that are for children. And it's just honestly really disgusting behavior. You look fucking disgusting, and every single one of them, dude, I swear to God, every single one of them, like, has basketball shoes, is wearing gym shorts and a hoodie. That's all of them that go there. And the BO is probably fucking ridiculous. They probably fucking stink. And it's gotten so bad that because of you fuckers, that now department stores are slashing the boxes to stop you from
Yeah.
Time
like,
to ruin products.
yep, now they have to ruin product because you can't contain yourself. If you're a middle-aged man going to Walmart to buy Pokemon cards on stock day, you need to like look in the mirror and think about ruminate on your sins.
No, I mean, I think I think the sad thing is that we've reached a place economically where, one, that's at all viable. That's its own problem. And then two, that this is now a viable pathway forward. In another day and time, like I remember the Beanie Babies thing in the 90s, that was always, and there were businesses created around that whole phase, that was always more respectable than the people who were doing it full time. It's like also like being a day trader, because that was before algorithmic and AI stock trading. There were guys that actually would sit home all day and do that sort of thing, was also kind of sort of a joke. In another day and time, this whole Pokemon card thing, all that scalping stuff, it would have been a joke. Now, today, in the year of our Lord 2026, that's now a viable thing that people are doing to get ahead. And people are kind of low-key wondering why you aren't doing it. You can also insert OnlyFans here. I mean, you have all these, and a lot of people get mistaken about OnlyFans. Most people that do that aren't necessarily even full-time, or even trying to do it professionally. There's a non-zero amount of OnlyFans creators who make a lot of money who have other jobs, but things have gotten in such a way that people are kind of like, well, I'm not getting ahead this way, I guess it's time to get naked online. Like,
Yeah.
it's a very sad state of affairs that we've put ourselves in this place where this is a problem, and the job market is so broken right now, it's not even funny. Like, I've been actively trying to get out of my role at Suit Media, which I don't mind saying publicly because I say it publicly a lot. I'm actively trying to bring that job to an end. I'm selling my business. I'm trying to get back into the job market. I've been at this a month, 5 weeks basically, and it has basically already broken me. Sort of thing. And which is sad. That's a record. I usually last a little bit longer than that. It is already kind of broken. It is so impossible out there. It's not even funny. It's a sad, it's all of it is a sad sign of the times, and it is, I think, just a little low key ridiculous that all of these things are happening, and there are people out of a job, people underemployed, in some parts of the country, people living in their cars while having full-time jobs, all this type of thing. But dear God, some kid on YouTube made $2 million last year. It's backwards. It's crazy and backwards.
Cameron and I watched this video, Connor, about Kool-Aid pickles and Kool-Aid pineapples.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
people are going to like BJ's or Sam's Club and getting the tubs of pineapples
All right.
speared.
Yeah.
So they take that, throw Kool-Aid in and sugar, and shake it all up and let it sit. And the pineapple spears absorb the color, and it's a very
Sure.
sugary, disgustingly sugary treat. That
Yeah, it's gotta be fucking vile.
it's sent. Apparently, it sent some people with diabetic issues to the hospital. Big surprise. But yeah, that fucking. Well, before I talk about the influencer kid, uh, Atozi, the video we were watching by Atozi, he like couldn't understand why people would want to buy these out of like the trunk of someone's car on the side of the road, because not even like legit place. People are just selling them out of their house.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you never grew up in the country or fucking no. We'll fucking buy in America. We'll buy shit right out of your car. It is
I have
not
pulled over for a watermelon stand. Full
Yeah.
on. Like
Mhm. Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
care over here.
No.
It's
No.
the Cam's like, these would. I don't understand what he doesn't get. These would sell like hotcakes in Florida.
Yeah. And that's what they started. It was a guy in Florida that started. Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, people will. Yeah, they'll pull over and buy that. Sure. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's but the kid that fucking made is now like stupid famous right now on TikTok. He made some like gibberish statement like "dabby guy, dabby tuck,"
Okay.
and he's like
Yeah.
from Louisiana, and they're like, "Why do you talk like that?" And he's like, "That's just how I've always talked." So
yeah.
he talks either it's a joke and he's just trying to play the game with it, or it's some real deep Louisiana swamp way back in the back assward corner of the fucking bayou underneath like an alligator nest. That's where this kid is from.
Yeah,
And
sure.
now he's got like several million subscribers or something on TikTok.
Yeah.
So all for eating a pickle and saying some gibberish in Louisianese.
No, I mean that's the crazy upside down world that we live in now, where it's like
I'm happy for him, you know. Hey,
yeah.
get the bag, right? You know. But
Yeah. No, it's like I'm not resentful of him as a person. I'm resentful that that's where we've arrived to as a society. Like that's not a good and this is not a good sign, by the way. Like history does not smile on this moment. Like, let me just put that out there. When you get to this place in the civilization or economy, it's not great. Not good things ahead. Not good things ahead. So,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, minimum, like, I need an income of, like, I don't even need anything that crazy, but it's like, I need, like, I'm not even looking for anything extreme. Like, we're talking, like, $40,000 to $60,000 a year, like, jobs that I'm looking for. And even those are hard to find.
Yeah. And the sad thing is, I have the other end of the problem. I have to apply higher because I'm too overqualified for lower stuff now. I've been similarly underqualified and overqualified in the same 20 years of my life. Like, in my 20s, I had no experience. Now, I can't go down levels because I'm leaving with a VP title from a media company. Like, I'm like at some point, it's like, this is all turning into a giant joke. Like, it just doesn't, it's all, yeah. It's like I'm literally, like, I'll just be honest, because the last several days have been a disaster for me. I'm literally being like, after I sell the business, if I sell my car, I could get Starlink and do a van build and just hit the territories. I'm getting to a spot in my life where that's now starting to sound like a really good idea. Like, I should pursue this. I really should, really get on and see what the current book on my Subaru is, and really call the brokers about selling the Cameron Journal and all this type of thing and whatnot, and pull together 25 grand, do a van build, pay some stuff off, and time to hit the road. Like, that's starting to be kind of like, yeah, that's a viable option for my life. And that's a pretty depressing place to be at,
Then you could be a vlogger.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know that I'm ready to get back into a content grind anytime soon. Having just come off of one for a
Yeah.
long time and all this sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty sad state of affairs when that's starting to look like a really great option. Like I mean, it's a sad place in society. It's we live in a backwards ass economy. All the wrong things are being prioritized. It's just sad.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
but we could. I guess we're too old to be catch the wave of like social media influencers, and also too young to have benefited from the bubble economy of the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, given like our age ranges and all this type of thing, people kind of forget like social media seems ubiquitous now. I lived the first 20 years of my life, and the only thing we had was Friendster, which was not very popular, and MySpace. I was in college when Facebook came around. Like, so and to some degree I got to ride some of that wave, but I never, went viral that way, or that any ever really changed my life or anything like that. And definitely obviously was too old for, what happened to the next generation following and all this type of thing. Like, it's honestly like really tough. Like, if you're, in your, mid or early to mid 30s to mid 40s right now, you everything that's happening, everything that's growing, all this type of thing, unless you got into early Bitcoin, which I did but then cashed out, it's been a tough road.
No.
It's been a tough road to haul. It's been a tough road to haul. No, I thought Bitcoin would have collapsed years ago. I think the only reason it didn't is because banks wanted to get in on it. I'm kind of like, this
Yeah.
currency is nothing. It isn't anything. It could be zero
Yeah.
tomorrow. Why are we doing this? And I made $6,000. I was happy that I made $6,000 literally for nothing.
Mhm.
For it was free money. Sort of thing, like, all unless you got into Bitcoin or whatever have you, all of these things like are just, our timing was just all wrong. Too old for this, not young enough to like buy a house, and we never got to take advantage of the old system, and we were too old to take advantage of the new system. So we're just
Mm.
forever stuck in this weird middle place, grabbing to the straws of what's left while not really being able to take advantage of the new thing. You know, like, it's a very weird place to be, and I imagine it will always be like that for the rest of our lives. We're just kind of always kind of be the weird middle children that are, too old for the new stuff and too young for the old system. Like, it just, yeah, it's gonna be weird.
The children don't know. They don't know anything nowadays. No.
Yeah, I mean, I will say we
Yeah.
are the last people who are computer literate, so that might keep us going for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah. We're
But
computer literate, and most of us can read. So,
yeah, yeah.
unlike the latest cohort.
Yeah, that might keep us busy for a while, but otherwise, yeah, I mean, but beyond this, like, yeah, it's always going to be this weird middle ground sort of thing. I think AI may change that for some, but I already know there's some 19-year-old somewhere with a laptop open claw that's just doing something absolutely outrageous. I guarantee you the first solo unicorn already exists. We just haven't heard of it yet, and it hasn't gotten a big valuation, but it already exists. Like,
Mm.
it's just, yeah, I would say, like, right now, if you're a young person who's a college graduate, this is a terrible economy to have graduated into. But I would say it's also a really exciting time to be a young person, because we're going through quite a change in our society right now, and
Mm.
there's a lot of opportunities in that, especially around with what's happening with AI and process workflows and how companies are organizing. That's very exciting. Um, it's a little tougher if you're older and still trying to catch up to this stuff and figure this stuff out and all this type of thing. Yeah, it's always going to be difficult, and it's infuriating at a
Now,
certain level.
Connor,
Mm. Yes.
because you've worked with the younger folk,
Yep.
you have an employment history of working with the younger folk. What would you say, like, because you get to see these kids who are young enough to, they've always had social media, they've always had computers, blah 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 blah. did you notice anything like different about them as opposed to like other kids who maybe we knew or you knew from back then?
Oh, I mean, it's kind of hard to say considering the population that I worked with.
Oh, that's true.
Like, they had so much other shit going on to be able to, like, pick that out. I don't
That's
really
true.
know.
Were they always like? Did they ever like talk about like social media as like a like that's like they're like, oh, I wish I had my phone, you know, stuff like that.
Um, there were, like, a few kids here and there that kind of missed it, but a lot of
Hmm.
them, I don't know, didn't seem to care. Didn't bring it up very
Huh.
much.
Yeah, I mean they do have bigger problems. I was just curious. I didn't know if you had picked up on any of that working with that population.
The most I'd hear about it is like, oh, they're gonna go on a home visit, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I get to use my phone and talk to my friends on Facebook.
Talk to my friends and not see them in person.
That's no, I do know that there is to that though. There are some quite legendary stories about kids having meltdowns, not being able to get on a phone or a tablet. There's a lot. There's been some posts gone around about parents who don't know how to get their kids off of it because they're so addicted to it. I've actually heard about that through the grapevine in my own family. And I know that for my friends Jenna and Tim, um, our whole goal with their kid was to give him any reason to not be on a screen at all whenever possible, sort of thing. And Jenna definitely went for the 90s childhood. Like she started him on like, here are the 90s movies you'll be watching for a while and all this type of thing. Like she did her very best to recreate the 90s and the 2010s. And he helps in the kitchen and cooks and all this type of thing. And I feel like he has, I would say, ironically, a very millennial relationship to computers and technology, and I credit his parents with instilling that in him. But that's pretty rare. So my friend Jen is a teacher. She works with the current generation of kids, and and the phone thing is definitely quite a problem. I think their school might have banned phones during the day now, which is a
Hmm.
whole thing.
I've
But
heard that's been going on across the country.
yeah. And you also have new things like Australia has banned social media for people under 16. Great Britain just put that through this week, which is probably the most significant thing Keir Starmer's done his whole premiership. But that's another story, another show. And so yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely a problem there and all this type of thing.
Another
But
thing kids
yeah.
don't really know is we had public broadcast television where they like the federal government gave money for educational television when in our age.
Mhm.
You guys don't have that.
And it shows.
It shows.
Like, yeah. No,
Like
it
this
definitely
all this
shows.
other shit like Coco Melon and this brain rot that you guys watch, it is nothing. it's like it's like vague. It's like, it's like a pink lemonade that has thoughts of like lemon in it. It's
They
just all
waved
these
a
sort of
lemon over the
thin
factory.
sort of moral lesson episodes. That's every single like thing aside from the babies like first counting, one little, two little, three spiders or some shit. But it's like all kids programming is like it's literally brain rot. There's nothing going on. And it's like we had like standout shows like Wishbone, the
Oh yeah.
fucking dog that he was Robin Hood, he was Jesus at one, no, he was Moses at one point. Like
Yeah.
they
All
dressed
of
that
its
dog up
various.
in
Yep.
fucking anything and put him on a
They
screen.
did. Yes, the best dressed dog on television. Like.
And Reading Rainbow, that was a
Mhm.
thing.
Yep.
All of this stuff to encourage reading and education in the younger people, and it went away, and it really shows.
Yeah, yeah. In a lot of those places, a lot of those networks, because it was even got into the commercial space, they actually had child psychologists on staff to like make sure the programming was educational and would be very fulfilling and age appropriate and all this type of thing. Great pains were taken. Those shows were great for a reason,
Yeah.
sort of thing. And yeah, you can definitely be kind of like, oh my goodness, I need to strap you to a chair and just feed you 90s television programming, children's television programming. You'll leave the experience 10 times more educated, like, sort of thing. It's
well, anyway,
crazy.
enough of the sadness.
Yes. So, well, we can get right into segment 2, because after I finally got your Facebook picture to come up, which was its whole drama.
Got it to come. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, this one will be quick. It kind of tied into what I said earlier.
No, I appreciate it. It was just, I just laughed because pictures from Facebook, you have to be logged in to see them, sort of thing. And not that. No. That's not the current screen. That's, yeah. No, I have to go back. Hang on.
If it doesn't work, I can pull it up.
No, it's yeah, I'm still not quite sure. I have not yet solved, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
Not yet solved the reason why my software and my Anycam Live don't play well together. But yeah, so as fate would have it, and I lost my graphic too. That was the price of doing that. The Pokemon Company has banned selling graded cards. It says here. So
yeah, so oh, well, so what the post is here, starting with the 2026 Indianapolis regional Pokemon tournament, there will be, vendors are no longer allowed to sell graded cards, Japanese Pokemon Center products, or any card valued over $1,000. And this ban affects every official event run by the Pokemon Company International going forward. The announcement intends to center the events on the joys and passions of Pokemon, as opposed to trying to flip the latest product for quintuple the price paid. With a greater focus on competitive play, the events will help create a different atmosphere. We've seen the negative effects that special promos have on events, with speculative investors flooding museums and preventing kids from enjoying the event to its fullest extent. And, I am totally on the side of the Pokemon Company for this. I think, as I said, Pokemon card scalpers, pretty disgusting. And I'm glad that there will be less 30-year-old unwashed men around a children's card game tournament. Go to the flea market or where you belong. Go to eBay or whatever the hell else you do. But, like, for the love of God, you need to get a grip. It's so bad. They had to ban you motherfuckers from the fucking tournaments. Like, do you not see how there might be a correlation here with your behavior?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think one of the problems with Pokemon is it's been around for so long. That there are now people maybe who started out into it as children are now full-grown adults, and of course the market's gotten completely out of control. But yeah, there's always that tension, but I don't know. I think it's probably a good thing. It at least gets it out of that specific event in that specific space. At least there's that.
Yeah. And it will not, for those curious, it will not affect any other third-party tournaments, just official Pokemon Company international tournaments.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Did anybody else have any thoughts on it? There really wasn't much. I kind of raged out in the beginning, so I don't really have much else to say.
No, it's good.
No.
I mean, it's getting to the point where scalpers are ruining not just Pokemon, but like the entire card market because that kind of behavior has just become so common that like newer card games that could have been fun, people can't even get their hands on product because scalpers are buying packs to pull one Monkey D. Luffy card
Yeah.
and like throwing the rest in the trash. Like, that's the thing. You're taking so much away from kids that just want to enjoy the game. I saw a clip of someone like taking their nephew or their little brother or something to the store, and he's like, "Look, buddy, we don't even have to pay for Pokemon cards, not because they were stealing them, but because there was like 100 fucking Pokemon cards in the trash because some scalper just ripped open packs and anything that wasn't a chase card, he just threw in the garbage."
Wow.
Yep.
I didn't see it. That's crazy. Yeah, that's yeah. Check your local Target trash cans, everybody, for some
Yeah, I
Pokemon
guess
cards.
so.
That's quite depressing.
Yeah, I remember like seeing Yu-Gi-Oh packs used to be back in the day when Yu-Gi-Oh was really popular. Seeing Yu-Gi-Oh packs be like ripped off the shelves, like the packaging is empty, and they scalpers, thieves, whatever would just you just swipe it right out of the plastic and take off.
So
It's been going on a long time, but I don't think that it's ever been as bad as it is now.
no, no.
And it does kind of tie together because like a lot of this has been caused by influencers that jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah, that's like when they ruined thrift shopping for thrifters because TikTokers were like, "Oh my God, go to the thrift store! They got so much great stuff." And then literally, like all the thrift stores were cleared out, and people who've been going them for years, like on the low, because you don't talk about it because like why would you? But then some kids like, "Oh my God, I have to tell everybody about this thing," and then it ruins it for everybody else. Or the going to specific places, like there's TikTok famous places to go do like your little stupid TikTok dance or whatever, and there's like one some shrine or whatever, and it's like, yeah, probably it had maybe 3,000 visitors a year, and now there's a line of people that all have selfie sticks and shit waiting their turn in line to go do their TikTok dance in front of the shrine.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's just like, come on, like what is this economy right now? Anyway, that's all I had.
No, I think there are a lot of places in the travel tourism space that have been ruined by social media trends. There are some places where certain spaces have been banned or fenced off from the public to prevent trends from continuing. You know, I survived the great flash mob trend of the early 2010s. That
Oh
got real
God,
old at a certain point.
that
So
was old after the first one.
yeah, it was cute and funny at first, and then it became a whole thing and just kept going and kept going and kept going, and yeah,
It doesn't
it's
stop.
yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like if this is going to continue, we're going to have to rethink our relationship between the digital trend and the physical world and all this type of thing, because I think that horse is out of the barn, and we're just going to have to rethink the whole relationship, like, and
Sorry, children.
yeah, and like what
No,
is it,
no more.
what does it mean for a venue or a place to have gone viral and everybody wants to go there and all this type of thing, or for a tourist destination to be over touristed or whatever have you, like, yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to lead to a less free society. That's the sad part. Is there's now going to be tickets and restrictions and all this sort of thing. It just, yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
Damn you, children.
Kind of.
Damn you, Pokemon scalpers.
Yes. Old man shouts at cloud. So,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we've definitely reached old man shouts at cloud territory. All right. Well, for a lighter, less heavy thing, we're gonna switch over to Connor now. And he's gonna talk about the best commanders in the new Magic the Gathering sets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I got the talk about the new Marvel set the other week, but there's been more card reveals. And I don't know. I mean, I guess they love their Marvel because they really wanted to make a bunch of very powerful, maybe broken commanders.
Okay.
First we've got a Molecule Man, who will be a colorless legendary creature. He's a human villain. He costs 6, and then he just has one static ability on him that reads, non-land cards in your hand have Miracle 0. So you may cast a card for its Miracle cost. When you draw it, if it's the first card you drew this turn, this isn't like particularly unique, but if you like Eldrazi's or artifacts or anything colorless, yeah, you drop this and then you get to play those things for free pretty much the rest of the game. Or until your friends get mad and destroy your commander over and over again.
I see that Idol of Oblivion there. Don't try to hide that from me.
He is definitely a kill on sight commander.
Play this if you want your friends to hate you. No.
I mean,
Then we got the Scarlet Witch, who's very powerful, but actually seems like more fun. She has instant sorcery spells you cast with mana value 4, greater cost X less to cast, where X is the Scarlet Witch's power. She's mono red. And mono red is good at that. It's got tons of spells to boost your power, and it's got tons of spells to make your red mana so you can keep casting more spells.
well,
Okay.
I don't know. There's not
You
too
get
much
off
to
on a
say
roll.
about that.
yeah.
That's too brutal. All right.
Then we have there's two that are kind of similar. This is where I question their design for this set. We're getting a lot of things with shit like this. We have a black-blue commander, Scientist Supreme of AIM, and he has pay 2 life, copy target activated or triggered ability you control from an artifact source. You may choose new targets for the copy. Activate only during your turn and only once each turn. But this is where my design thing comes in, is that there's a lot of legendary creatures in this coming out in Marvel that have the color blue in them, that have some kind of effect that says only once each turn, when players know and game designers know that we can just easily circumvent this by bouncing the creature. And every time you bounce it, it's just going to reset that only once each turn. So you can just ignore it, really. So he'll be pretty nuts. And another card that shares a very similar ability, but is even a bit stronger, in my opinion, is Loki, God of Mischief. He's a 2-drop commander, first of all, for a blue and 1.
Oh.
He doesn't have much for attack or toughness, but it shouldn't matter. We're playing blue. And whenever a player or permanent becomes the target of an ability you control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Well, no, it doesn't. And unlike the card before him, you could quite literally just cast a spell targeting him that bounces him and get a free draw off of it every time. And then this deck will just have a bunch of outlets too. What's the fucking... I'm trying to think of a card real quick. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're fine. No, that's one of those bullshit strategies that I like in blue. It's like, oh, we'll just bounce it. Yeah, forget it.
Yeah. And then through Displacer Kitten, which is not a super new card, but a very strong card when it came out, and still now staple in blue decks, is It's a creature and it has whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to one target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So now you don't even need the target Loki with bounce spells. You can play any instant or sorcery you want, or any non-creature, or any non-land permanent. Sorry, any non-creature spell, and then you're gonna get the bounce Loki from Displacer 10.
Okay, that's not busted or anything.
Yeah, Loki, I think, will probably be one of the strongest cards coming out of the set. This one's more for straightforward, but I think this commander will be busted just because commanders like this are always busted. Super Scroll. I brought him up last time, but I didn't read his abilities. He's a 4/5 flyer. He cost 1 and 3 swamps, but he is all 5 color identity because of his abilities. And then he has 4 activated abilities with pay a plains and 2 to create a 0/4 colorless wall creature token with Defender. Pay a green and 3 Super Scroll gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Pay red and 4 Super Scroll does 4 damage to target creature. And blue and 5 target player draws 4 cards. Every commander they've made like this is just... It's not necessarily like... I think there's one that's competitive. They're not necessarily competitive, but it's just a case of like, okay, it's 5 colors, and you have abilities on the card that kind of like specialize with every color, so you never really have nothing to do. You're always going to be doing something, and probably something good.
Probably something bullshit.
Yeah, probably. Like, what's trying to think of the CDH one. I think it's Sisse. No, Sisse is CDH, but she just has a 5 color thing. Kenrith, maybe? Yeah, there's another card, an older card called Kenrith the Return King that is very similar. His abilities are a little cheaper, but he's very strong. So will Scroll be. And then this is more of an honorable mention. I don't think this. I mean, this isn't going to be insane, but if you like token decks, this will be really fun. The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. Mono green, 4/4, like good stats. But then she has 2 abilities. The first one is just, do you like squirrels? And whenever Squirrel Girl enters or attacks, you create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. And then her other ability is, I love squirrels. You can pay 3 green and 1 and create X 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens, where X is the number of squirrels you control. This deck can get out of control really fast paired with a few other cards, like if you have something like... If you have something like Scute Swarm, where whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you create a 1/1 green insect, but if you control 6 or more lands, you create a copy of Scute Swarm. And then there's a bunch of cards like this for tribal outlets, like Maskwood Nexus, where it's just creatures you control are every creature type. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards. You own them on the battlefield, so you can just turn every creature in your deck into squirrels. And the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl loves them. So...
I like that. I would definitely rock that as a commander.
Yeah, like, it seems like fun. That's really all. Oh, that's all, though. A quick little bit on some upcoming legendary creatures that could be good commanders.
No, very good. Very, very good. That's an excellent excellent update. I'm still holding out for the Star Trek sets this fall. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with that. But some of those sound fun, and I know, Connor, at some point you will buy some of that stuff and you will destroy us all. So I'm looking forward to what trickery you come up with.
If you end up getting a box, you should do an unboxing.
Yeah, we'll see. Not in the near future, but at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. No, that'd be fun. I'd love to do that for a video with you guys sometime.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do have to do a Magic night. You know what I was thinking we should get is Tabletop Simulator, so then we can play it right from our computers.
Yeah, we could.
At some point, we could get a hold of that. If we can't get together alive, you know. Don't you know?
Yeah. Well, the last time we were plotting and planning on that, we just didn't quite get. We did a lot of other stuff. We didn't end up playing.
Yeah,
Magic.
we filmed a lot of other things. We didn't get around to Magic.
Yeah. We cranked out a bunch of videos. Didn't get to Magic. So it's yeah. So that's got to work on that. We need to have a better filming plan. That's
so. And our next watch along.
And we got to do a watch along, which we're going to do the most wanted.
Excuse me. Oh yes, a most wanted man.
A most wanted man. So that So we got to. Yep, we got to look into that, all that as well. So yeah, well, speaking of that, it brings us to dessert.
Okay.
Yeah. So the episode 50 for dessert. We can open the floor, or we can watch the dumb trailer for the city builder I might want to play.
No, I kind of want to see your city builder.
Okay. Well, we will bounce over and we will do that. So that is fun times. It's very odd because it's based on something historic, which makes it kind of unique. So you'll see.
It's been some time since we introduced our game, Zlin City, and we haven't stopped working since. We are using real miniatures to create something unique, inspired by model railways, toys, and classic puppet films we all loved as kids. And what's the game about? You build your own industrial city inspired by interwar Zlin. You design urban plans and buildings based
It
on
looks
modular
really nice. It's
skeletal
cool that they're
systems
like doing
with
the
almost
visual design
endless
like that with
variations.
the real models
You
and shit.
construct factories, homes, schools, and cultural centers.
It's
From the
for
modern
those of us
materials
that
the
love a
time.
lot of realism and detail.
As you play,
this is
you'll meet key figures who shape the city's growth and decide its future and the quality of life for its citizens.
And all based on real buildings
Your
that they built
greatest
models
strength
of, which
will
is
be
crazy.
the local people themselves and how far you take their stories, all wrapped in a unique visual style with relaxing gameplay and hidden rewards.
I'm very excited.
And
for
finally,
trains.
here's a challenge for you. Want to get even more involved in the game's development and try out Zlin City for yourself? You can find all details at www.zlincity.com/alpha. Thank you, and see you in Zlin City. This is the story of Zlin.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I was quite I was looking for content for the week, and I was looking through IGN, and I was kind of like, oh, my autism is like, yes, we could waste much time on all of that. Like, yes, I'll spend a couple hours on shrubbery, sure. Like, right after I connect my warehouse to my railroad, like that's. So. Yeah, and of course, I'm an Art Deco person, so the 1920s, 30s aesthetic is my jam. So, yeah, so that's an alpha right now. It'll be interesting to see when they start getting beta testing. I signed up at the website. So,
nice.
Yeah, so it's quite exciting. I thought that might be a nice little pleasant, cozy way in the dessert segment. Very cozy.
These games don't really do anything for me, but this one I gotta say I take I really like. It gives it an extra special touch that they're doing all of this like by hand, building these models
Yeah.
For the game to be used in game, and that's really incredible. That's a lot of work and dedication, and it's really impressive. And I definitely want to shout that out because that's you could they wouldn't do that if they didn't love what this thing that they're
No.
doing.
No, and
Like this
also
is
shout out
truly
to
a
indie.
passion project.
Yeah, well, and shout out to indie game devs because there's no way any of the corporate behemoths would ever finance this. They'd be like, "You want us to pay for you to build little miniature buildings to digitize? Hell no!" Like yeah, only an indie project would go to this level, take it that way, do that kind of work with it, all this type of thing. So it's yeah, and I also wanted to promote the game in our own small way to let people know that there's people out here doing this type of stuff that's really great. And so yeah, but it's just like I said, I thought it would be a nice cozy finish because it's just so homey and cozy, and it's like I already want to ride my train across my little town and all this type of thing. So, yeah, I thought it was just a nice cozy finish to the day. So, but
Sorry, I'm stroking my pussy over here.
no, it's fine. We all have to bow before a great leader. Anyway, so final thoughts, guys, on episode 50.
I think it's. I just want to say thank you, Tugboat. I just wanted to say that it's been a journey so far. Episode 50, definitely a milestone, and I'm glad that we're all still doing this, and it's we're having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's yeah, and also shout out to we got a new follower on Twitch, so that was on
Oh,
my
thank
Twitch,
you.
but yeah, so thank you for following. Um, yeah, and so no, it's been a fun, it's been a fun 50 episodes. It seems like we just got started, and we're already at 50, which is crazy to me. But, yeah, it means that I think our first anniversary will be. We skipped New Year's because it fell on New Year's Day fell on a Wednesday. And we're like, we're not doing it. And we pre-taped the one for Christmas. So I think we're not. It won't be 52 weeks. Will be 1 year, but I think in 3 weeks it'll be like our 1 year anniversary. I'd have to look at the date specifically, but we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary with episode 50. So, yeah. And if you're watching on YouTube, you'll notice there's already been a lot of changes. The YouTube channel that was all Cameron, the Cameron Journal, has become the Living Joke. I gotta change the size of our banner so it can go up. But otherwise, yeah, the changes are already underway, and here soon, all that Cameron Journal stuff will go into archive, and uh, and that and we'll be and we'll be full on to the the YouTube channel will now be for all three of us, and everybody's on it, so we can start going live to it. Will already has been, and all this sort of thing, and we'll continue going and growing. So it's good.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be up early streaming again, and we're continuing on with Valkyrie Profile 2.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to seeing you then.
Very, very good. All right. Any final thoughts, Connor?
No, peace out, everyone.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We love you for watching. Make sure to follow us on social media, TLJ_joke, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Head over to our Substack, thelivingjoke.substack.com. You can get the show delivered right to your inbox if you'd like. Plus, our extra content is always posted there first. And don't be afraid to become an inside joker. On that cheery note, my name is Cameron. That's Connor. That's Will. This is The Living Joke. We'll see you next week. All right, now. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.